Okay. Hello, YouTube.
Hello, audience.
This is Rat Drayton and G Green 94. And
Watch Tobuscus.
Because that isn't promotion in any way. Watch Sea Nanas. There we are.
So, yeah, but Tobuscus is awesome.
Yeah, so Sea Nanas. We'll stop.
Yeah.
This
Anyway.
is Rat Drayton's Crystal Bitches deck.
Crystal
or
Beasts.
Crystal Beasts, as we call.
Well,
This deck I like too much. I love Crystal Beasts.
they're not quite finished at the moment, but they are pretty funny to use.
If you get the deck running, you can do some pretty amazing combos.
Yeah. Let's get started.
So yeah, let's get started.
Yeah, I've got my 3 Pegasus because Pegasus is Pegasus.
You need to run 3 Pegasus. If you run 2, you die in a hole. I will find you in hell and burn you.
That's nice of you to know.
There we go. 3
Yeah.
Pegasuses. I'm shaking the screen again.
Yeah. Anyway, 3 Tiger.
3 Topaz Tigers.
3 Amber Mammoth.
2. There's 2.
2 Amber Mammoth, yes.
You can't count.
I did run 3 at one
You
point.
did run 3.
Yeah.
Amber Mammoth is the nice one because they attack anything else, you can target it.
Yeah. And then there's 2 Ruby Carbuncle.
Carbuncle is needed.
I will be running 3 when I get my 3rd one.
Yeah.
But at the moment I'm running 2 purely because it's a funny thing to do. Yeah, I then have my 2 Summoner Monk.
Summoner Monks, yeah, you need them. Because you go Summoner Monk into Pegasus, into Crystal Promise, and yeah, look, you got
We'll
plus.
explain them in a bit. Yeah, then I'll have my 2 Nova Summoner.
No.
Just purely because it's funny.
Because Nova Summoner goes into Crystal Carbuncle. That's what it's just.
I can go Nova Summoner into Nova Summoner or Nova Summoner into Carbuncle, which will then special summon everything.
Yes.
I then have 1 Gen X Allied Birdman.
Well, that would be 2, but
Yes, it would be 2,
at
but
the
I
moment-
don't have Dark Resonator.
yeah,
Because he's a wall.
and he can't be destroyed.
1 per 10. And then I have 1 Malefic Stardust and 1 Malefic Cyberend.
Okay, we'll get to them because you run. There's a field spell that runs
course
on
there's
Crystal
field
Beasts. So, yeah.
And speaking of that,
Speaking of them,
Ancient
Ancient
City
Rainbow
Ruins.
Ruins. But we both
Ancient
said.
City Rainbow Ruins.
Okay, this card. Let quickly explain.
Yeah, you can explain
It
it.
gains an effect equal to the number of Crystal Beast cards
more.
in your
More.
spell and trap zone.
Or more.
Because everyone knows Crystal Beasts go into your spell and trap zone.
They
One,
don't like dying.
this card cannot be destroyed by card effects. 2, you can halve the battle damage once per turn. 3, if the spell and trap card is activated, you can send 1 Crystal Beast from your spell and trap card zone, you control, to the graveyard and negate it. 4, you're allowed to draw 1 card in your main phase, other than your draw. And then 5, special summon 1 from your spell and trap card zone. This card is nice if you can run it properly. If you cannot run it properly, burn your Crystal Beasts.
No, give them me.
Give them to send them to us.
Yeah. Let's carry on.
Carry on.
I have my 2 Crystal Promise.
Promise you need. You
Promise
can
has a
run
special-
3, but
I'll go between them regularly. How many times I changed it today
Yeah.
between them?
I
About
think you
8
changed-
times since you arrived.
You went. I'm running 3. Running 2. I'm running 3. I'm running 2. I'm running 3. Stop.
I'm
Give up,
running 2.
Rich. I give
At
up.
the moment, I'm running 2. This deck
Crystal
is
Promise
no-
allows you to special summon 1 spelling from your
Yeah.
spelling trap card. So basically, if you have Ruby Carbuncle, that special summon everything.
That's why it's red. It wants to be Ruby that you special.
Yes.
The card wants it to be.
Unless you have Pegasus, you get Pegasus into Carbuncle, into Crystal Promise, and ha!
Yeah. And anyway, yes, I now have my 2 Beacon.
Beacon allows you to special summon 1 if you
From
have
the deck.
2 from the deck. If you have 2 Crystal Beasts in your spelling trap card zone.
I then have 1 Blessing. It allows me to
Okay,
put.
there was 2 in the deck. However, Blessing is one of those cards that they have to be in your graveyard in order to activate.
Yeah.
And the rarity of them in your graveyard at
Doesn't
the
happen.
start of the duel is
I know. I seem to.
it's a dead card.
I seem to draw it with Summoner Monk too, or when I've got Summoner Monk.
Yeah.
I just don't. So I don't need it.
And the next
So-
card is
Rare value.
Rare Value. Rare Value allows you to get plus if you basically
These 2 do make quite a good combo. To be fair,
yeah.
it allows me to basically.
Basically, with Rare
plus
Value,
with
you're
the-
allowed to draw 2 cards if you have 2 and your opponent destroys
Yeah.
1.
If I did already have 1 in the graveyard, then I can rare value.
Oh, that's better.
Then
not better
Blessing and get both of them there. And my last crystal card is my Abundance. I have 1 Abundance purely because I don't care much about it.
Abundance, you don't use as often as you think.
I don't need to use it as often as you think. Yeah.
The rarity that you use Abundance is terrible.
Normally I will Gold Sark it so I don't get it.
Yeah, I have done that a couple of times. Yeah. I'll Gold Like Abundance. Why the fuck are you gold? You have none of your just because I don't want to draw.
You don't want. Yeah, you don't want it in your hand at that. Or,
You want it in your hand when you
late
have 4
game.
in your thing.
It's normally very late game in an emergency, or if your opponent's got like a full foot and you're like, Abundance just so I can screw you up.
It doesn't destroy either. It sends, isn't it?
Yep.
So
Well,
they
let's
can't starlight it if it's send.
Send all cards on the field to the graveyard.
Yeah, so they cannot Starlight
Get
Road.
your own Zen mains.
Zen mains, Starlight Road.
Get your own Dracosack.
Dragosack, yeah. Fuck Dragosack!
Get your own Dracosack.
Dragosack and Scrap Dragon. That's not fair.
Yes, it
That's infinite Scrap Dragon you basically have.
is. Yeah. Okay, let's carry on anyway.
Sorry.
I have 2 God's Art.
Yeah,
Because
I still need one. If you'd like to send me one, that'd be nice.
yeah, he had one off me.
Yeah.
I then have 2 MST. Some people run a Heavy Storm, but it's the... Why would you do that to your own cards?
You don't want to run Heavy Storm, because...
You'll destroy your own shit.
Yeah. You'll
And
basically
then-
go back to the square one.
Something that I have, or that I decided to put in here earlier, Toothwind Chalice. Purely because, well, it's normally... Normally, if my opponent's going to attack into one of my weaker monsters, I can chalice my monster just to screw them over.
Yeah.
Or if they want to use a monster, if I can chalice it.
But the problem is, if you chalice any of your crystal beasts, they're effectively gated, so they go to the graveyard. Just to let you know.
But I do run other cards to gain
Yeah.
boost their attacks.
So traps, I'm guessing it's.
I've got 2 more spells
Oh,
first.
2 spells. I lied.
Dark Hole and
Monster
Reborn.
Reborn. Monster Reborn is nice when you monster spawn Pegasus, and Pegasus allows you to special summon Pegasus in
Well-
that, and then promise it, and then you get another card, and so forth and so forth.
Yeah. Anyway,
The nice thing about Crystal Beast cards is you can activate more than one per turn.
and they rarely minus on you.
Yeah. The only real is when you minus it, you just don't draw anything. If you like draw 6 monsters to start with, and they're
You're
not
bollocks.
Pegasus, you're screwed.
Now I hope I don't do that. I don't have enough monsters in the deck.
I did it once. That hurt.
Yeah.
Do you want to carry on?
Yeah,
Since we're
I now
6 minutes in.
I now have my 4 traps, and they include my 2 compulsories because I can, and 2 Horn of the Phantom Beast.
Horn of the Phantom Beast is nice.
It's funny when your opponent's like attacking it.
No, it's the best thing is you have Mammoth on the field with another one that goes, attack Pegasus. Nope. Attack Mammoth, chain Horn of the Phantom Beast, your monster dies, I get a card.
I'd just do the same thing with Pegasus, but like, I'd end up going Horn of the Phantom Beast, chain Chalice.
So, if anyone doesn't know, Horn of the Phantom Beast, basically, if you can...
Makes them beat it.
Basically,
It gives them
the
more
game's 800, and if it destroys a monster, you get to draw a card. It's basically how the card
attack. Each
works.
time it destroys a monster.
Every time. Even if that's your opponent attacks it.
Yep.
So it's nice. So we're 7:25 in the video, so we can carry on with the extra deck.
With my extra deck, I'm going to start with my XYZs, and then I'll go into my synchros.
Okay. You don't really synchro
Am I-
as much as you think.
No.
It's if you
I
have
run
third.
3 synchros, but I'll only have a synchro into 2 of them.
Yeah. It's if you have the third one. It's to
I know,
say
the-
if you have low life
The
points.
third one's out, that's it.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I've got my Zen mains,
That means
never go into. Tempo,
never
sometimes go into.
Yeah, sometimes.
Giga Brilliant, I have gone into quite a lot, just purposely to bitch slap people.
Yeah. You do.
Levier, I need.
I
4 burden.
usually go into that's not Levier, into Giga Brilliant.
Yeah, Giga Brilliant. Levier, I go into after
I
I finish
realise
Birdman.
that Wind Up Zen Mains is a card only if you're in serious trouble.
Or if it's a very first turn, you can do it, but you really want to.
It's say if you can get a big playoff in your second turn, that's the reason you only
Yeah.
Giga Brilliant. Carry on.
Yeah, and then I have rank 4s, Cowboy,
Cowboy's a bitch.
Djinn, or Matrix Djinn, Photon Pablo Perisic,
Bitch.
Utopia.
Terrible. I'm kidding.
Yes, he is, and with Utopia Raging,
Utopia-
terrible.
Terrible.
They're both terrible, but they're there for now.
You rarely go into these
They're
two.
just there because they
These two don't even need to be in this side.
if my life points are that low and I have to go into it, I will. But it's unlikely. I then have my Shockmaster, which is funny. Well, I can go that.
you go into Shotmaster so fast in
I-
that deck, it's
yeah.
unbelievable.
Sunmonk, discard. Sunmonk, discard.
Literally,
Pegasus.
first turn you can get shock out if you have Pegasus.
No,
and
if I have
Chris-
Sunmonk and 2 spells.
Yeah,
I don't have my Sigma.
and the Sigma is just a terrible card. It's a pink sleeve, everyone. That you know that's
The
my
Sigma
card.
is awesome.
It's my card. It's pink sleeve. I'm
Bring
lying here. He's gonna punch me in the face.
Yeah. The
Pure
Sigma,
lies.
the Sigma
Rich
is
is giving me eyes saying, "Bitch."
the Sigma is good if you want to. If you're
You just want to steal your opponent's monsters. Basically, the Sigma is a big eye.
only no. It's basically a cheap. It's basically a cheap. Well, not cheaper. Easier to get on the field.
Problem
X-Elite
is it goes in your spell and trap card zone.
but in
and-
Crystal Beast you don't really want that.
No,
But it's if I'm.
that's
If,
you rarely
after-
set cards in Crystal.
Yes, but I'd normally go for him after grinding Shockmaster. So I'd then use this. I'd then use his effect to take my opponent's monster. I'd then use Shockmaster. Be like, yeah, I'm going to use Shockmaster. Now you can't activate your traps.
And then you attack.
Yeah.
So.
And now onto my synchros. I have 1 Ancient Fairy Dragon.
Because you can gain life points off Ancient Ruin.
I won't be running it for very long once I get a second Z-Man.
Yeah, Z-Man is the card you need.
Z-Man's just funny.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't know if you can read that YouTube, but if you can, let me know.
Z-Man, if this card attacks your opponent cannot activate spell or trap cards until the end of the damage step. When your opponent declares an attack, you can send one monster on your...
Heavy dragon.
Yes, I'm reading for him now. You can send one monster from your hand or your side of foot to the graveyard to negate the attack. So he's good for just stalling, basically.
Yeah.
And then, because I've got my 2 Malefics, I have my Stardust and my Sovereign. So yeah.
Malefics that aren't... No, they aren't in deck. So...
Yeah.
That's
The
more or less
Malefics
the deck.
are good for
Basically, the deck is, if you have Promise in your hand, you can get Pegasus out, you get 2 Pegasus out,
Yeah.
and you basically put another card in, and then you go into Mage Stroke, or something to stall for a turn, and so forth and so forth.
Yeah.
This deck, if you can get the combos working correctly...
Like I do.
Yeah,
I do that
and
a lot.
I can get the combos to work.
This
deck works.
This exact deck will be used tomorrow at my locals by Grant.
Hello.
Because I'm going to be borrowing one of my mate's Junk Doppler deck, which I'll be buying off him.
Yep, I'm guessing that's Tom's.
Leon's.
Oh, Leon's.
Buying
Tom has built his Joint Devil deck 7 times.
Tom's one was shit.
No, he built it. No, it was terrible. Then he
No, it's
rebuilt.
still shit.
Okay, we should stop now. We're going
Yeah.
off a tangent. And
Don't do drugs. Bye.